Tanjiro and Muchiro have accessed their Demon Slayer marks in the Swordsmith Village arc. However, their increased power comes at a hefty price. Season 3 of Demon Slayer is beginning to get serious, with battles against two deadly Upper Moon demons showing viewers why these opponents should be feared. As a result of these high-stakes altercations, Tanjiro and his peers are giving their all, with a couple of the Slayers using the ultimate boost to annihilate the demons. By the way guys, I wanted to say that the best way to show some support on my channel is to subscribe, thanks. Let's continue with the video. Tanjiro and the Mist Hashira, Takedo Muchiro, have manifested Demon Slayer marks in the anime's Swordsmith Village arc, receiving heightened strength and power to use against demons. Muchiro defeated Upper Moon Gyoko with his, while Tanjiro's mark appeared for the second time, allowing him to slice multiple demons' heads off in mere seconds. This mark is appearing more frequently throughout Demon Slayer. Here's what it is, and the risks that come with using it. The first to ever manifest the power of the Demon Slayer mark was the ancient swordsman Yoriichi Tsukuni, known famously as the strongest Demon Slayer to have ever existed. As with the rest of his abilities, the mark was viewed as a gift from the heavens or gods, used to help bring Muzan Kibutsuji's reign of terror to a stop. During the Sengoku era, many of the Demon Slayers who fought alongside Yoriichi also manifested the mark, but it is far rarer of an occurrence in the Taisho period when Demon Slayer takes place. The Demon Slayer mark is passed from user to user, and as such is believed to be genetic. Both Tanjiro and Nezuko manifested the mark throughout the series events, and their father also showed signs of it even without full understanding or knowledge of it. Alternatively, the original Flame Hashira likely never unlocked his mark, thus no further members of the Rengoku family were able to access the abilities of the marking. The Demon Slayer mark is a temporary irregularity that appears on the skin like a birthmark, most commonly on the face or other visible locations of a Demon Slayer's body. Context from the manga suggests that its main power allows a user to go far beyond their life limit. They can do this freely and without any instant consequences, meaning their increased strength has practically no end. This allows the user to tap into inhuman levels of power and surpass their life limits, fighting when in normal circumstances they should have died. Another benefit of the mark is a huge increase in stamina, endurance, and strength. Since the user has no life limit at the time of manifestation, they can fight with mortal wounds, such as Muchiro battling Gyoko while fatal poison was in the former's system. The increase in speed is remarkably apparent, as seen when Tanjiro, who was previously struggling with the various techniques of the Upper Moon Force Emotion Demons, wove through 3 of them at great speed and accurately beheaded all in his path after awakening his mark. However, the Demon Slayer mark is not easily accessible and will only manifest under specific conditions. As an important prerequisite, the user must have been in contact with a Slayer who has previously activated their mark or possesses one. Without fulfilling this, their own mark will never awaken. The Slayer also has to be in a life-threatening situation for the ability to manifest, specifically, a heart rate of over 200 beats per minute and a body temperature of over 102 degrees Fahrenheit. These conditions would prove to be fatal in most situations, but according to Muchiro, the difference between those who are marked and those who never awaken is a strong will to survive. With Demon Slayer mark's main ability essentially allowing the user to cheat death, a huge price needs to be paid in return. As a consequence of surpassing their limit, the user's life is fated to end once they turn 25. The Stone Ashira, Gilmay describes this as paying one's lifespan in advance in the exchange for a greater physique while discussing the mark with Muchiro. In exchange for greater physical capabilities, the lifespan of a marked Demon Slayer is decreased. However, there are a handful of exceptions to the Demon Slayer mark's curse. Nezuko, who activated her mark as a demon, won't be affected by this rule as demon bodies technically have no life limit. That said, if she activated it as a human, then she would be subject to the same fate. Similarly, Yoriichi lived past the age of 80, though this exception is more likely due to his already divine nature, so it couldn't be replicated by a normal human. The vast majority of users remain subject to the rule, including after the age of 25. Any Demon Slayer who manifests a mark after turning 25 will not survive the next day, even if it's their first time using it. This phenomenon is seen with Gilmay, who was 27 when he first accessed the benefits of the mark. Sadly, the Stone Ashira passed away very soon after this. The Demon Slayer mark acts as both a blessing and a curse. Since it was first manifested by Yoriichi, it has brought great power to Demon Slayers, but at a price. While users can exceed their life limits and tap into exceptional strength, they must sacrifice a large portion of their lifespan to do so.